I said last segment that there is going to be a new guaranteed women's world champion at Wrestlepalooza, and indeed that will be true as Stephanie Vaquer takes on IYO Sky. Chaos, I'm going to go to you out of the gate here. What is your prediction?
Stephanie Vaquer. I mean,
Wow.
it's
Short,
like
simple.
pretty much short and simple. You know, clearly Asuka is going to cut. I feel like Asuka is definitely going to play a part in this. This is what it's all building to. It's one of them unfortunate storylines where it's quite obvious what they're trying to do, like right now. And yeah, I just feel like Asuka is going to try and help, doesn't work out, and then either because of her mistake causes IYO, or she absolutely turns on IYO in that match. Most likely the former, but and then yeah, you're gonna get IYO against Asuka, which I'm here for. Asuka needs a very big time rivalry, that doesn't really involve the title, and them two will have great chemistry, and I'm loving the character work of Asuka right now. And it's just funny with her dynamic, especially with Kyrie saying like that segment that they had before the match.
Kyrie.
It's just it was just hilarious.
It was.
And with a little fight, like essentially like in Street Fighter, like the character selection screen, she's all like
Yeah.
matching up to Stephanie. I loved it. So yeah, I think that's what they're building up to. And Stephanie Vaquer, like they've been waiting to put the rocket on her. Obviously, I was worried when obviously it was going to be originally Naomi against Stephanie, because I thought like Naomi had such momentum and she should have a decent lengthy reign. But yeah, I'm here for this. Like now is a better time than ever. Just give it to her and let her just carry the title. Probably until not until the Naomi comes back. That's a bit too long. But just for a good time. People
Yeah.
some reasons says, all right, as soon as you pop out the baby, then you're supposed to go back to work. It doesn't work like that. Yeah.
Get up, get on with it.
Yeah. That's
straight away.
Yeah. So,
that's the way it works. But in all seriousness, Chaos, I easily could see that happening. I could. And I definitely think Asuka is turning on IYO too, but I reckon it's going to be after IYO wins the belt. I think what's going to happen is IYO's going to win the belt. I think that's why they paused this. They waited a few weeks to try and figure out who they can have beat Stephanie Vaquer. I think if Stephanie was the obvious choice, they would have done it in Clash at Paris like they were going to originally do that match and have just put somebody against her quickly. But I'm not entirely convinced on this prediction. But what about you, Shad?
Yeah, this one is pretty tough to pick. I'm not going to lie to you, because for the longest time, I thought Vaquer was going to go against Naomi, obviously, as we build into that, and then it would have been the easy move. That could have been Vaquer's first loss, and then she gets back to it. With a matchup versus IYO, it's hard for me because I don't know if they're like, is IYO just going to come back to being old reliable, just getting the belt back to it? Like, there's so many moving pieces in the top of the women's division right now where, like, you can make a case for so many different directions. But I think I'm going to lean towards what Chaos's prediction is, off the standpoint that I think Asuka, I think the WWE is doing a good job giving us feuds that don't have to be circled around a title in the women's division. We got Lyra and Bayley, which is a pretty big feud going on. And I think Asuka and IYO doesn't need the belt to have a feud. I think the dynamic of
That's
those
true.
two feuding. Also, let's not forget Rhea Ripley not completely back in the title picture. Rhea and IYO versus the Kabuki Warriors could be a potential match that they build as well. But it's going to lead to the Asuka and IYO dream match in the WWE standpoint. I think they're ready to put the belt on Stephanie. I think the visibility of her at the press conference last week was telling. Like IYO wasn't there.
That's a good point.
Stephanie was there. I know a lot of people have worries towards her because she's kind of new into the company, new into WWE. Obviously, people question the language barrier. That woman has undeniable like poise and
Aura.
presence. Like the aura is out of this world. The aura is like next level, next to like someone like a Rhea Ripley. Like she walks in and all eyes are glued into it. She's got her niche with the devil's kiss that gets the crowd going. Like she can be the world champion, and she's one of those cases where I don't, I'm a Tiffany Stratton truther, right?
Yeah.
I might have more confidence as Stephanie is a world champ than Tiffany, because
wow.
Yeah, I might have more confidence because she just feels like a champion. I mean, everywhere she's been a champion, right? When she
You're
was
not
in
wrong.
CMLL, she was a champ. NXT, they put both belts on her. So she's one of those people that you put the belt and it enhances the character and enhances the title in that sense too. So I just think that they're ready to pull the gun on that, and that's a perfect baby face because it's strong on heels. If Becky loses the belt, you could put Becky going against Vaquer. You could put this new Bailey versus Vaquer. Like, you could put heel Asuka. There's so many routes that you can go. So I think they're ready for that next up because they need a good, fresh baby face to kind of take over the reins. So I got Stephanie winning.
I honestly can see this one going either way because everything you said makes a lot of sense as well. Millennial Noob says Asuka turning on IYO after Stephanie Vaquer wins because I think we're getting Asuka and IYO at WrestleMania 42 where Asuka can have a WrestleMania moment. And Dito says they're scrambling to let Stephanie win.
I mean, that they're scrambling because he didn't let. I mean, it was going to happen eventually. I definitely think that obviously that the call to do the match between Stephanie and Naomi was a bit too soon for Clash. Simply because like I don't think anyone wanted to see Naomi lose the title so soon, and because it was Stephanie, and we know that she's pretty much next up. Like she got called up to the main roster like almost immediately. She was only in NXT for a split second when you think about it.
Like I think it was like 3 or 4 months.
That's what I'm saying.
Absolute craziness.
They are eager to put the rocket on her. So when it was announced they was going to be there, we was just like, okay, we like Stephanie, but I mean, let Naomi have her moment. God damn it! Like, come on, like. But things have happened. Obviously, congrats to Naomi and all that stuff. Now that they have an excuse to put the rocket on her, and like I said, the thing with IYO and Asuka will happen either during or after the match. But either way, like, there's no reason for Vaquer to lose. Like, just give fresh rivalries, man, for the title. Yes,
I'd like her to win. I want to make that clear. I'm not rooting for either over the other because I love them both, but I do think it's going to be a banger, and that is a guarantee. DCX Warlord quotes my favorite father figure, Christian Cage, infinite aura, and that is certainly what this match has.